Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 20-minute podcast. I'm your host, Rashad, with Fuat.
Hello, everyone.
And in today's episode, we're going to talk about Twitter, Steam, Black Friday, and PlayStation. So, we're going to start with the first topic with Twitter. Uh, Fuat, if you can give us a brief summary of what Twitter
Sure.
did with the CEO. Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
I don't think it was Twitter's decision. I think it was the CEO himself. But it was generally like a slow week. There wasn't any like really big news, but this was definitely the biggest. The Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey has stepped down from like being a Twitter CEO, and uh he says it's time for him to like move forward and just leave the company. And the CTO, the chief technology officer, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, his
Yeah.
name is Parag Agrawal. He's gonna be replacing him as CEO.
Okay, so the CTO is going to become the CEO, the new
Yeah,
CEO,
yeah,
instead
but
of Jack Dorsey.
yeah. And the CTO,
Okay.
he's been in the company for, I think, since 2011 or something like that. So he's been
What?
like he's been in the company for years.
And
Yeah.
what do you think is the first thing that will come in his mind, like the new CEO, which is Parag Agrawal?
I think actually I heard like from like reading the articles and stuff that the stocks for Twitter actually increased a little bit
Yeah.
uh when like then there were like rumors that he's stepping down. The stocks actually increased a little bit. So um I'm I'm guessing that like the first thing it'll be like he'll try to make it as a smooth transition. He'll try to see what to like get in the flow of work, and then maybe like certain big decisions happen afterwards. I don't think anything big will happen like suddenly, just really quickly. I think i think it's going to
Yeah,
be
he
like
will take.
same tempo for a while, and then maybe things will slowly start to change.
Yeah, nice. I think the same, and I think that he's gonna focus more on the technology side since he has a background in the technology. And he was the chief technology officer, so he's gonna take a pretty. He's gonna use his technical skills pretty much in this position, I
Mhm.
believe.
Yeah, yeah, he says the so Jack Dorsey says he says like in a statement, I've decided to leave Twitter because I believe the company is ready to move on from its founders. So he says he trusts like Parag in as the new CEO, and he worked for 10 years, and and basically yeah, he's ready to move
Yeah,
on, I guess.
yeah, yeah. No, it's really cool how it's like he's happy, you can say, or he's confident in him. That shows that he's a really, yeah, he's a good. He has good business ethics, you can say.
Yeah, he is a good candidate, you can say.
Yeah, yeah, and I think his perspective is right because at a certain point you're not going to grow much. There's a point that you're going to reach, and then you won't grow because you're the same person. So you should change the place that you are in.
Yeah.
And I hope
Yeah,
he
that's true.
like I hope that he starts a new interesting career in a different company and
Yeah,
pops it up like, as Twitter.
I believe he founded also a company called Square that's also pretty big, but I'm
Yeah,
not
I
sure
know
what
Square.
what they do. Yeah, he also
Uh,
he's CEO of Square.
wow, the Square, the cashiers, correct? The ones with the iPads, I think it's a
Uh,
software.
I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure as well.
Mm.
Okay, now let's talk about the online spending on Black Friday. It's really strange since for the first time it decreased,
Yeah,
unlike usual.
yeah, online spending on Black Friday for the first time
Yeah,
has decreased. It says online shoppers spent 8.9 billion this year. uh
Yeah.
compared to 9 billion which was spent last year. This was based on a report by Adobe Analytics. Uh,
Yeah.
they say, yeah, they suggest that this may be because people have spent. There's like slight increase in people in early spending, so maybe people bought before Black Friday, so maybe that was the case.
Yeah.
We're
I
not sure,
agree.
but also I think another reason probably is like because of the pandemic, we really felt the hit this year where like things got more expensive and
And
uh
people not buying as much as before since
yeah,
they're a bit of like financial difficulties for
yeah,
some
maybe
people.
last year when we were in quarantine and stuff, people were willing to like buy more
Buy.
stuff, but I
Yeah.
think
But
this year people are starting to like getting really affected, even last year, but maybe more this year.
they're cautious.
Yeah. uh it also says that but one thing that increased, it says 44.4% of sales were made from a smartphone, and which is 10.6% increase from last year. So people are buying more from their phones. That's what I do as well. Like yesterday, I ordered like two, like one thing from Amazon and one thing from like another store off of my phone. So like everyone is just using
Their
their
phones to
smartphones these
buy to
days.
purchase
Yeah.
things. Yeah, which is good that people are using their phone more, since companies can target them and make it like easier for people to navigate to their application or their website, etc. And the phones are really, really, really capable these days. Like they're really great, and I
Yeah.
think like they can they can do a lot of things. You can get locations. The companies can put a lot of effort on it, and I think there is a way that they can change this, the like regular way of buying. I don't know how, but I believe that in a couple of years from now, there will be a it will be different how you buy
Maybe,
online.
maybe like using like personal assistant like Alexa and stuff, asking them to add stuff in your
Yeah,
Amazon
maybe.
cart and stuff like that. Even the buttons, you remember the Amazon buttons where they
Yeah,
um where you like press, like you can get like toilet paper button where you would press it and you would order one for you. I don't know
yeah,
if you
yeah, yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
Okay, and now on the PlayStation. So Sony got a patent suggestion for a controller, which is for the PlayStation 4, the regular controller. DualShock 4 it was, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
DualShock
the
4. Yeah.
DualShock 4. Yeah. They made like a screen in the middle of it, so just like they divided the DualShock 4 into halves, two halves, and then they put on the left, and then they put it on the right side, and in between they put a screen, so
Mm.
people can play using the thumbsticks and the buttons of the controller itself. Uh, it's a bit, I don't know, it's a bit weird. It
It
looks
reminds
nice.
me, it looks nice. It reminds me of the Nintendo Switch, except the controllers are fixed into it. It's like a mix of
Yeah,
like PSV, like PSP and the Nintendo Switch, sort of, you know?
yeah, I agree. It's
Yeah,
a combination of both. It looks like the screen looks like a Nintendo Switch, as I said.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I don't know how this will fare. Sometimes like companies put out they patent stuff, and
And they don't
they
continue.
just don't do anything. They just don't do anything with
Yeah,
them. Sometimes they're just ideas. So this might be nothing, but
yeah,
they if this becomes eventually a product, I don't know. Like the PSP was huge. It was like insanely
yeah,
popular.
successful. Yeah,
And the Vita was less successful, I'd say. It wasn't as huge. Maybe like the
yeah,
PSP even was like ahead of its time a little bit. But
yeah. I agree,
if
100%.
I think the market is like in need, like Nintendo Switches were
Yeah,
crazy. They're like the most sold consoles for like years. but
Yeah, the Switch was doing really well since like Nintendo had their ups and downs. They had
mm,
their downs before the Switch. They
yeah,
had
the
like
Wii
the
U,
Wii
yeah.
U.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, it was horrible for them.
mm-hmm,
But they came back up with the Switch, like good for them, to be honest. And I think Sony has to figure out a new way they can put or something creative, something new
yeah,
instead
I
of the
guess.
traditional. So so if they wanted to like sell really well or be popular, they gotta think outside the box, outside the normal things that sell or consoles that are in the market these days.
Yeah,
So it doesn't happen like the PS Vita.
yeah. I think they wanna. I think Sony now gets it like the PS4 and the PS5. They were really good. They're really good consoles. Like really efficient, really good. I think if they release this device, it'll be good competition for Switch.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, since
Yeah.
Switch is a really strong competitor, but Sony is a really great name as well.
Mm, yeah. Yeah. This is the patent by the by Sony's Japanese division, by the way. So I don't know. Side note.
I don't know. Yeah, great. Thank you for mentioning that. It's really
hmm
clarified.
But
No,
also
yeah,
before moving on, you can also like PlayStation controllers. They already connect to mobile devices like the iPhone or something. You can connect
yeah.
you can connect just the controller to a new device. So this is like an actual just device you can take just built in without like your phone or anything. Just so people know.
Yeah, correct. See, yeah,
hmm
correct.
Yeah.
But it's strange that they use the old DualShock 4 and not the 5.
Yeah,
Why
yeah,
did they
yeah. I
do that?
think I don't know why. I think because I like the PS4 controller a lot. I love the DualShock 4. When it came out, it was really good. It was such a huge jump from the PS3 controller, the DualShock 3. But I think the new controller, the PS5 controller, is a bit too expensive
Just
and
take?
too advanced for the like a handheld device, right? You want it to be cheap and everyone to pick it up.
Yeah, a lot of people to afford it.
Yeah, so I think if they put like a dual sense, the PS5 controller, it'll be like
Much.
more expensive than it needs to be, you know?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, the DualShock 5. Yeah.
hmm
Sorry, I just got confused there. I thought you were
Ah,
talking about the.
yeah, I
Yeah,
think the new controller is called Dual Sense, the PS5 one.
yeah. Okay.
Mm. You wanna talk?
Great.
You wanna talk
Now
about WhatsApp
to.
now?
Yeah. Now on to WhatsApp. They've got a new feature, which is you can make your own stickers from the website without having like the application.
Yeah, so before you there was like it was complicated. You need to use like a separate app or something to make stickers, but now on WhatsApp web you can just upload whatever picture you want and then crop it and then it just becomes a sticker right away. So it's so much easier now.
Yeah, and it's a bit, I don't know, it's not clear for me a bit. Like, okay, if we make the sticker, okay,
Mm-hmm.
how can we transfer it? Like, how can I save it to my phone? I
I
think we have to be connected to the website, correct?
Yeah,
So
you
our
have to be on
WhatsApp, yeah,
WhatsApp web.
okay.
So you just you enter whatever chat you want. You click on like the little options thing, the little like paperclip option, and there's a button called sticker, and and you click it, and then you pick whatever image you want, and you can crop it and edit it whatever way you want, and then
Okay.
uh, and then you just send it. And I think if you want to save it, you just put a star like any other sticker, and it would save.
Yeah, just like on your phone.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when. Yeah, I remember when stickers first came on WhatsApp. They were very popular. Like every single chat was just filled with stickers. I remember,
Yeah.
and people
Yeah,
were like
everybody
getting
used
creative.
stickers once they came. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, and also another feature is they added the shortcut where you can quickly forward I think like a whole sticker package on Android or something like that. You can make like a collection of stickers, so maybe like 4 or 5, and then
Yeah.
send them all at once, like to from like
Per
user to
person.
another.
So he can use it. Yeah. Not
Yeah,
like
so you
to
can
show
save
him.
them. Yeah, like the whole group of stickers. Yeah.
Nice. That's nice. That's creative.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd love to
And
see what people do with it. Yeah.
I think people are going to be so creative with it. Maybe, even maybe people can start businesses. Like, I don't know if it's a good idea or not.
Making
Don't make this
stickers, I'm
business.
not sure. I'm not sure
Yeah, I
about
don't
that.
make this business, but I don't know. Maybe some people would do it. Yeah. And
Hmm.
to the last topic of the day,
Sure, we can
we
talk about
which
Steam. Yeah.
yeah, which is about Steam. So recently, Steam um set a new record with
Yeah.
27 million concurrent active users.
Yeah. So Steam
Yeah,
has been classic, the game launcher, I think, that everyone uses. Until now, there's like Epic Games and other engines, but or launches, but Steam, I remember, I feel like is the biggest one, and they're getting even bigger and bigger. So uh they set a new record, like you said, 27 million active users, and around 7.8 is we're actively playing a game. So I was amazed when I read this,
yeah,
headline. I was like, they
yeah, and I
like that's
think
crazy.
yeah, really crazy. I agree, and I think Cyberpunk 2077 or 2077 uh could be one reason that it's helped it like reach that point because it became the global top seller with 23,300 very positive reviews by players from Steam.
Yeah, and sorry, and like also other reasons that made the number really sky high is uh people also played CS:GO, which had over 900,000 active players, Dota 2, which has 600,000 over 600,000 players, PUBG 340,000, Halo Infinite 150,000 almost. So it's the like I feel like these games have like really solidified themselves. They made themselves, staples now. And now I'm surprised that these like Cyberpunk is up there as well with them, with since the Rocky release and everything. But yeah, but yeah, I'm surprised.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. Like these other games also helped Cyberpunk 277, and it's really interesting how Cyberpunk 2077 was one of the worst games when they released it.
Mm,
Do you agree with me? Like
yeah,
a lot of people were giving negative feedback on the game because it had a
because it
lot
was
of
really
bugs.
buggy, yeah, and it had
Yeah, and people
underperformed.
were waiting for a really great game with an open world, and and they were expecting a lot of things. And then like when the game got released, they got disappointed because a lot of things that were mentioned weren't really in.
Yeah, but now I'm guessing there was a review. Even one guy said that the 1.31 patch was worthwhile. Was like made the game
Turning
worth
point.
it, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and a lot of like 23,300 reviews, positive, very positive reviews.
Mm,
Like that's really, really, really great. It's a really
yeah,
big number.
it's a complete turnaround. 180
Yeah,
turnaround. Yeah.
yeah. And then CS:GO has like 915,000 approximately active players during the weekend.
Mm,
That's really that's only during the weekend.
yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah. Also, one side note, I read uh about the new Battlefield as well. The new Battlefield is doing bad. Like
You're
people,
doing that?
it's in, yeah, it's in like the top. top 10 worst rated games on Steam right now. And
Oh,
I read that Farming Simulator 22 has more active players than Battlefield at one point, like
what?
2 days ago or something. Yeah, Farming Simulator had more.
It's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
I
is
know.
crazy because flighting simulator is such a niche game, so not a
Mm,
lot of people are gonna be interested in it. Only like the people who are interested in farming and stuff. And then like Battlefield, which is a great game series, and they have a lot of good game series, and then like it's
yeah.
it's it's not. I
Yeah,
hope like they
it
can
looks
make it
like
up. Yeah,
yeah, it looks like big games, like big studios are messing up and small studios are really coming out
getting
with
them.
like big games
Yeah,
and stuff like that. Yeah.
it'll be a challenge for them to be honest,
Mhm.
because I think that the competition is high in such games, and a lot of people when they play the RPG games, they expect like great stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
the bar is really high nowadays. Yeah.
yeah. And since they have a lot of series and the other series were good, that raises the bar high.
Hmm.
I heard about the new Call of Duty game.
I forgot the name of it. Yeah, I haven't tried it. I also heard about it. I haven't
Is it
tried it.
Vanguard? Yeah,
I
it was
think
Vanguard,
Vanguard.
is that
Yeah, yeah,
correct?
yeah, yep, yep, yep.
I heard that it was a really great game. It's like in the World War II and like yeah. I don't know what brought us to this topic, but just because it's a bit related to
It's
the
related to
Battlefield,
Battlefield. Yeah.
so yeah, so it's a competitor to them. So yeah, I listened to a good review from a couple of people, and since I like listen to good reviews,
Mm,
it's gonna be hard for Battlefield to not like
to compete.
yeah, to compete with them. Yeah, it's gonna be hard. Yeah, and
Yeah.
like the positive things that I was like hearing from the Call of Duty game is the story mode. They really liked it. The
Really?
people who I listened to.
I play a lot of campaign, especially Call of Duty. People just play multiplayer and zombies and just not I don't play campaign, but I actually really love to play campaign, which is so that's good to hear. I'm glad. So even I remember the last some Call of Duty games they just didn't have a campaign because people just there was too much time to make one, and they
Yeah,
spent a lot of time and money to make one, and people just didn't play it as much. So
they play mostly the online and zombies, as you
yeah,
just said.
yeah. So I'm glad that it's a good there's a good campaign mode.
Yeah, great campaign. As of what I listened to, I didn't try it
Yeah,
yet, so
yeah. Neither
I'll
have
try it
I.
and then give my feedback about it.
Yeah.
So
All right. You want to wrap up?
yep, let's wrap up. So thank everybody for watching, for listening. As always, I make the same mistake and I say watching.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. Thank you very much for your time. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode, and please check our social media accounts and follow us. And yeah, have a great
Yeah.
rest of your
Have
day.
a good day.
See you on next. Have a good day. See you on next week. Bye bye.